What is autism? Autistic people may act in a different way to other people. Autistic people may find it hard to communicate and interact with other people, find it hard to understand how other people think or feel, find things like bright lights or loud noises overwhelming, stressful or uncomfortable, get anxious or upset about unfamiliar situations and social events, take longer to understand information, and do or think the same things over and over. Signs of autism in young children include not responding to their name, avoiding eye contact, not smiling when you smile at them, getting very upset if they do not like a certain taste, smell or sound, repetitive movements, such as flapping their hands, flicking their fingers or rocking their body, not talking as much as other children and repeating the same phrases. Signs of autism in older children include not seeming to understand what others are thinking or feeling, finding it hard to say how they feel, liking a strict daily routine and getting very upset if it changes, having a very keen interest in certain subjects or activities, getting very upset if you ask them to do something, finding it hard to make friends or preferring to be on their own, and taking things very literally. For example, they may not understand phrases like break a leg. Autism can sometimes be different in girls and boys. For example, autistic girls may be quieter, may hide their feelings and may appear to cope better with social situations. This means autism can be harder to spot in girls. Common signs of autism in adults include finding it hard to understand what others are thinking or feeling, getting very anxious about social situations, finding it hard to make friends or preferring to be on your own, seeming blunt, rude or not interested in others without meaning to, finding it hard to say how you feel, taking things very literally. For example, you may not understand sarcasm or phrases like break a leg, and having the same routine every day and getting very anxious if it changes. You may also have other signs, like not understanding social rules, such as not talking over people, avoiding eye contact, getting too close to other people, or getting very upset if someone touches or gets too close to you, noticing small details, patterns, smells or sounds that others do not, having a very keen interest in certain subjects or activities, and liking to plan things carefully before doing them. Autism can sometimes be different in women and men. For example, autistic women may be quieter, may hide their feelings and may appear to cope better with social situations. This means it can be harder to tell you're autistic if you're a woman. Autism is not an illness. Being autistic does not mean you have an illness or disease. It means your brain works in a different way from other people. It's something you're born with or first appears when you're very young. If you're autistic your whole life. Autism is not a medical condition with treatments or a cure. But some people need support to help them with certain things. Autistic people can live a full life. Being autistic does not have to stop you having a good life. Like everyone, autistic people have things they're good at as well as things they struggle with. Being autistic does not mean you can never make friends, have relationships or get a job. But you might need extra help with these things. Autism is different for everyone. Autism is a spectrum. This means everybody with autism is different. Some autistic people need little or no support. Others may need help from a parent or carer every day. Some people use other names for autism. There are other names for autism used by some people, such as autism spectrum disorder, ASD, the medical name for autism, autism spectrum condition, ASC, used instead of ASD by some people, Asperger's or Asperger syndrome, used by some people to describe autistic people with average or above average intelligence, and more about Asperger's. It's not clear what causes autism. Nobody knows what causes autism, or if it has a cause. It can affect people in the same family, so it may sometimes be passed on to a child by their parents. Autism is not caused by bad parenting, vaccines, such as the MMR vaccine, diet, an infection you can spread to other people. Autistic people can have any level of intelligence, and some autistic people have average or above average intelligence.